Good morning, Prudential Sales Executives. 2011, we made it. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, today's video message is entitled Surgical Attack. It is time for a surgical attack. Now here's what we're going to do. We have a project that we're going to work on together. Here's what it is. How many of you, and I hope all of you, if you haven't, someone in the office has, seen the movie American President? Okay, well, I built this project off this thought process. If you notice, one part of in the movie, they have votes that they need to get, and they have a certain amount of days to get those votes. You know, they need 40 votes in 60 days, and they have to go do this. You know what? We're going to have a project around that same thought process. Here's what it is. We need to talk to 100 people in 50 days. Now, let me give you more information on this, okay? What are we going to talk about with 100 people in 50 days? Here's what we're going to talk about. You're going to offer 100 people in 50 days up to three of our services that I'm going to talk about in a second. What I would recommend is you offer 2 out of the 3, whichever 2 you want. If you want to offer all 3, go for it. Okay, that's fine. But at least 2 out of the 3 I want you to offer. First is OSA, Online Seller Advantage, giving all those individuals an opportunity to get feedback and new sales, new listings, okay, and listings sold on the houses that they own, not only in Las Vegas, but around the country. Secondly, I want you to offer them VIP access to your website. What does that do? That gives them access to the MLS to search for properties like a sales executive does. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, our market report, our zip code market report that gives them great statistics around the area, the zip code area that they live. Those are the 3 systems that you can offer. Okay, let me reiterate. 100 people in 50 days, 3 systems. I recommend that you at least offer 2. Now, what you're wanting to get is their feedback, and I'll fill you in on that in just a second. There's rules, okay, within our project. Let me go over those. Rule number 1 is you actually have to talk to each of the 100 people. Again, I'm not worried about if they say yes or no to the services or tools that you're offering, but you got to actually talk to them. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you must let them know that the services you're offering are free to them. There's no obligation and no cost. You're covering the cost, okay, of the systems that you're offering. 3, you need to make sure that they understand that you're going to contact them in approximately 90 days and get their feedback. For example, you know what? These are systems that we know and we love. But guess what, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson? Our opinion is very unimportant to us. Okay? What we need is a client perspective. And that's why in approximately 90 days, I want to contact you and get your feedback. Okay? Even if haven't been a client in the past and you want them to be a future client, well, again, they're an individual, they're a consumer, they're a client's perspective, and that's what we're looking for. All right, next, you want to get their email address or their phone number, unless you have them both. Now, if you're emailing someone in your sphere, okay, great. Now, keep this in mind. I'm not worried about where you get these individuals. You can go to anyone in your sphere. You can go to a geographical farm. You can hit a geographical farm that you want to get into that you haven't gotten into yet. That's fine. You can use your people farm. Whatever you want to do, that's fine. Except when you contact these people, one of the goals here within this project is to get all the information that you don't already have. If you have their email and not their phone number, we want to backfill it with their phone number and vice versa. All right? So that third rule is you're gathering more information as well as you're letting them know you're going to contact for feedback in 90 days. Now, one of the other reasons I wanted to do this project is once we finalize all the stats for 2010 and we know where we are, I want to share with you how many relationships and how many contacts came to all of our sales executives through our website, through our texting, and every other lead that has come in. And I want to make sure that you're looking at yourselves and saying, you know what? Here's Mark's message today. Are we taking the time to do a surgical attack to these opportunities? Or are we leaving thousands of dollars on the table each and every time? And remember, what's the rule of thumb? When someone contacts you, every second, not every minute, every second that ticks by is another second that keeps you further from your opportunity to tie down that lead. All right? Really, really important. Now, I have some verbiage that I want to give you to help you, okay, with basically some skill set on what to say when you contact these individuals. All that verbiage will be on my website. Okay, so with the video, you can also click and get the verbiage and see exactly what I would recommend. You don't have to use it, but at least it'll give you an idea of what I recommend that you say when you call these individuals for this project. How do you get that content? Go to markstarkceo.com. It'll be there for you after you listen to this conference call and when you're done with your sales meetings. Very important. All right, to sum up, today's goal, okay, is to get surgical, to make sure that every opportunity is not slipping through your fingers, to make sure thousands of dollars go into your pocket and don't go out to the marketplace to anyone else, even the person that's sitting next to you. You want it for you, and you want to make sure that you're doing a surgical attack. Have a great week, everybody. Welcome to 2011, and let this be your most productive year ever. Take care. Bye-bye.